It's unpleasant.
Yeah.
Like what if
You didn't
we're
know
living
what
in
you
a
wanted.
like what if we're living in a simulation, man? Like that would be very disheartening.
Yeah. Yeah.
If all this was
Yeah.
just a simulation, bro, that would really fucking bum me out. Like that
That'd
would,
bum me out too.
I
And that
wouldn't
would,
want to
and here's
fucking
the thing with that too, it's like you have the biblical verses of like, um, we are created in fucking what's it in God's image, right? So what if you know what I mean? That a lot of that is like the Anunnaki or something, very humanoid, very like that you
yeah.
were created in their image, or like so an alien
Mhm.
civilization, or like if it's a simulation, and a lot of these stories come from things like that, and we are just other humans like us, humanoid people, just creating another soup plant thing because they're so high, you know what I mean? And that's us, and we're created in God's
Yeah.
image, and that's where all these stories are coming from and trying to fucking tell us, but you know what I mean?
We're
And
not
that's where
special.
those
We're
things
just
are coming from. And then what do you
yeah.
do? What do we bits? It's just like you'd have to ask so many more questions to find out what that meant. What does it mean to be a simulation? To us, it sounds like a computer program. It sounds like whatever. But and then
Yeah.
maybe whatever. Like you still would have to ask more questions. But like, all right, so like, all right, who simulated us? And what's your deal over there? All right. So are we just a computer that doesn't like we obviously feel, we obviously whatever. You know what I mean? There's you can keep diving in. I feel like it would be a blow at first, but then there's more questions. All right, who created
Yeah.
who is the simulator or
Yeah.
TERS? And what do they believe in? Okay, does that sound right? Or what if it is like, oh, what if we do fit into that too? What if you know what I mean? Like it
Oh
could
Jesus.
you wouldn't
What if we're
know
just like
until you didn't you have to
and what if
backtrack.
it's like what if it's as depressing as like it's not even some super advanced civilization. It's just like us. We created another virtual version of us to run mock things to see what would work and what wouldn't, so that we didn't fuck our
Mock
own world up.
civilization and be like, oh, that's interesting. Like a
And
mock
it's just like
civilization.
and it's not even fucking. It's not even that special. Like we're not. It's just like a civil. We're just a simulation by literally the same version of like we're just.
And
It's,
imagine if time for them, the simulator, works way like different than ours. So like our perception of time is so much slower or the way it is. But to them, they're
yeah,
seeing it so quick, so much quicker, and they're able to see what's going on and be able to change their world things on a quicker scale. Because if it's one for
yeah.
one, that's kind of shitty. But if it's like ours is time warped in a whole different realm than theirs.
And you
So
got someone
like
like
ours is way
yeah,
faster than we perceive it. We perceive it longer. We perceive it millions of years. But to them,
yeah.
we're talking an hour, like 3 days.
They just ran a simulation in like fucking in a minute, and they're like, oh yeah, here's the results, and we're just living in that
Yeah.
like 1 minute.
Yeah. Oh my God. That would be
Jesus.
fucking terrible. That would be terrible. I never thought
Yeah.
about shit like that. That's crazy. That would
Fuck
be
sakes.
insane, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, I never thought about that. That's fucking crazy. That would suck dick.
Yeah, and some fucking guy named Gerald like didn't
Yeah.
code things right and like accidentally deleted the cornucopia and the Fruit of the Loom logo, and now we don't see it anymore. Like, have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Fruit of the Loom logo? That shit had a cornucopia in it, right?
Like, nah, I did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's damn.
That was Gerald. Gerald fucking accidentally
Fucked it
fucking deleted
up.
that image. Yeah.